Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we're going to talk about the 16 strategies for running a successful, sustainable inventory system. In this video, we're going to look at modernized IoT tools that can be used to assist in running a successful green inventory management system. Some of the strategies that we talk about in this video have been discussed in academic reports and papers, and they will also be listed in the reference section at the bottom of this video in the description box. So the first step before implementing or actively moving towards sustainable inventory management is to set up a foundation. Set up the foundation from the very start. Perform effective inventory planning by the management team. This can be done by researching what is needed according to the industry in terms of the rules, the regulations, the tools that all need to be implemented. Start by delegating the roles to the right employees in the inventory system and hold them accountable to report and monitor performance in regards to sustainable inventory. Our second strategy is to familiarize yourself with the environmental, social, and economic procedures that determine a sustainable approach to managing, tracking, and monitoring inventory. The main aim here and the main challenge should be on minimizing environmental damage through carbon emissions and pollution, while at the same time minimizing the costs. The third strategy is to run educational workshops. Run educational workshops from time to time in order to educate the employees on the best modern ways to perform the inventory actions in a sustainable way, in accordance with the latest regarding governmental regulations, regarding the discoveries, the updates in terms of green technology tools. The fourth strategy is to perform regular risk assessments by filtering which companies you would like to deal with and make inventory transactions in accordance with the values and the rules the company set out during the planning stage. The fifth strategy is quite important, and this is to make it a priority basically to engage in activities that are designed to assess the performance of the inventory system. This will really help in ensuring it follows the guidance in terms of the process of monitoring, assessing, tracking, and delivering inventory. The sixth strategy is to switch to a sustainable transportation method in order to deliver inventory. A few solutions here have been proposed in specific studies and academic reports, specifically a study that investigated the effects of green technologies and carbon policies highlighted that freight transportation is considered to be the top unsustainable transportation method for inventory. Alternatively, the suggestion was to reduce the frequency of transporting inventory. However, this is not always a good choice, especially when there's a large inventory system, a big demand, and consistent daily orders. On the other hand, a similar study, which was formulated by Sadiq and Ashwati in a 2018 study, showed that there was an alternative solution to implementing simulation and A&P methods in order to reduce environmental pollution and also save energy. The seventh strategy is to switch to a sustainable way of replenishing inventory, and this has been proposed by the report by Valdi and Brian in 2014. They discussed the importance of replenishing inventory with an emphasis on following regulations regarding carbon emissions. The solution here was to implement a TWO-ECHELON supply chain model. The eighth strategy is to reduce carbon emissions by implementing a cap and trade. This basically works by setting a limit on pollution, making it an environmentally friendly way to reduce pollution, and also a cost-effective option for supply chains. The ninth strategy we have for today is implement a carbon emissions trading system. This is really important, and this will really help to encourage supply chains to reduce and resell their leftover emissions as a result of the inventory processes. The 10th strategy is to sustainably deal with unused, expired, and deteriorated items by implementing a recycling and an upcycling system that work hand in hand in order to save the environment, save money, and follow regulations at the same time. Recycling can be implemented in-house through storage bins, or it can also be delegated to an external company that works to collect the waste material and sustainably processes it, whether it is through reusing, recycling, or upcycling in order to reduce overall waste. The 11th strategy is to switch to a sustainable packaging method that is recyclable, that is free from plastic, and that is environmentally friendly. We have the 12th strategy, which is to also switch to a digital paperless communication method and opt for email rather than sending a posted letter. Opt to use electronic signatures rather than printed consent forms and reports. This will really help in reducing waste and emphasize modernization values in the management of inventory. Strategy number 13, install energy efficient lighting systems. This will really help to save money, reduce damage to the environment, and also a great resource example of this is Amazon's decision to install solar panels in its fulfillment centers. Strategy 14 is to implement IoT systems and program them to do automated tasks such as keeping the warehouse clean, saving energy, and reducing waste. This can be programmed and tracked from a phone or a database. Strategy 15 is to follow the example of Walmart, where they implemented automated geothermal heating systems in order to save energy and to make sure that the temperature is maintained in the warehouse in order to improve shelf life. And the last strategy for today is to aim to minimize carbon emissions by implementing an EOQ model that was developed by Wahab et al. And the references will be included in the bottom of the video in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and if this video has been helpful to you in any way, please make sure to subscribe, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.